Hello everybody, this is methlokaiju, and today I'll be doing some Godzilla vs. Kong speculation. So yes, this is just speculation. Very confident speculation. I'm pretty sure I am correct, but it is just speculation. It isn't legit, it isn't confirmed, none of that. It's not, seen in some quote-unquote real plot leak for Godzilla vs. Kong, which, by the way, all the plot leaks out there for Godzilla vs. Kong, take them with a huge grain of salt. I don't believe in any of them. First of all, because they're contradictory. Second of all, there's really no evidence whatsoever. Once we have test screenings for Godzilla vs. Kong, and once they show, I don't know, evidence that they actually went to a screening and they spill some beans, then we can start believing them. But until then, don't believe any of them whatsoever. I've read all of them. There's only one that seems somewhat realistic, and even then, it's contradictory to some information I'm about to announce in this video. So just don't believe them. Don't believe in any of them. So anyhow, this video will be why I think, again, speculation, Godzilla vs. Kong will be a team up. Now this is speculation, but personally I think it's kind of obvious. I'm not saying I want a team up. In fact, I don't really care too much if it's a team up or a solo, Godzilla and Kong fight only throughout the movie. I don't really care. So don't think, oh, I really want to team up and that's why I'm doing this video. I'm just kind of being realistic, and that's what my conclusion is, that there will be a team up in the movie. Now, I know some of you guys are going to go down in the comments and say, well, Adam Wingard said there was going to be a definitive winner. And that is completely true, right? But that doesn't mean there isn't a team up. We could have a scenario where Godzilla is about to kill Kong, which obviously to the audience means, oh, yeah, Godzilla's a definitive winner. But then, here comes a third villain, whoever it is. Mechagodzilla comes in, shoots some missiles at Godzilla, and then Godzilla and Kong have to team up to defeat Mechagodzilla. That definitely shows a definitive winner, which is Godzilla in this example. But then they both have to team up to fight the third villain, in this example being Mechagodzilla. So you could do the two at the same time. So please remember that. So anyhow, let us continue. I do have 3 bullet points, I guess, and I'll kind of elaborate on it as we go. So first fact is that it's a crossover movie. So whenever you have 2 iconic characters going up against each other, they're both beloved by general audiences and fans. In my opinion, I don't really care for Kong. If Kong gets beheaded and his limbs get completely severed off of him, I don't really care. I'll probably be cheering. But for the most part, the general audience, which is what these movies are mainly made for, they root for both, unless it's very obvious they make Godzilla the villain or Kong the villain, etc. But overall, yes, these 2 characters are very beloved. So the way studios like to tackle with these situations is have both of them be winners. And the way you do that is by introducing a third monster, a main villain they both have to team up and fight against. My second point is the end credits stinger, which obviously teases a main villain for some future movie. It could be Godzilla vs. Kong, it could be Godzilla 3. I'll be going over in a few seconds or a few minutes why it is definitively for Godzilla vs. Kong, which I refused to believe a couple months ago. But yes, it's pretty much confirmed at this point right now. But anyhow, what can they do with this Ghidorah head that Charles Dance bought? They could do a hybrid Ghidorah. They could do Destroyer. No, it's not going to happen. They could do Bagan. Not going to happen either. They could make Mecha King Ghidorah, which I'm like 85% sure won't be happening. Or maybe somehow it can be implemented into a Mechagodzilla they either create or hijack, which is what I'm guessing and what I'm believing to be the fact. If you're wondering why do you think Mechagodzilla will be in Godzilla vs. Kong, well, go ahead and check my video out on that, which will be on the top right corner in the little bell annotation, whatever you want to call it, right there. So check that video out. Now this stinger obviously teases a main villain. It doesn't tease Godzilla or Kong. It teases a new villain that Godzilla and possibly Kong, which I think will be the case, to fight against. Now, this relates to my third point. I know some of you are going to say, well, this stinger could just be teasing Godzilla 3 or Destroyer of Monsters movie, and not exactly for Godzilla vs. Kong. So why do you think it's definitive? Well, I was in your camp as well. I totally believe that as well. In my own speculation video, I make mention of that. Even in the Mechagodzilla video, I mentioned that, but that isn't the case, unfortunately. Well, at least for me, in my case, unfortunately. Now, the reason why I say that is because Michael Dougherty himself had this to say. So here's the video clip. It's obviously not doctored. It's obviously not misinterpreted because it comes directly from Michael Dougherty's mouth. So here's the video clip.
One final question, because I hung around for the post-credit scene because I was anticipating one, and it did arrive. In what happens in that post-credit scene, is that something we can anticipate to kind of lead directly into next year's movie? Because I know you've a hand in writing that screenplay as well. Is that kind of the primary thrust of what we should expect, or no?
What you see transpire in the post-credit scene definitely pays off in Godzilla vs. Kong.
That was very politically phrased. I enjoy nice and vague. Nice
Absolutely.
and vague.
So, there it is. Michael Dougherty basically said that the events from the end credits will pay off in Godzilla vs. Kong. Yes. I think that is the main bombshell right there. Given that information Michael Dougherty said, I think it is inevitable that we will be having a team-up for Godzilla vs. Kong, which I'm not super against, but I do prefer, Godzilla and Kong duking it out throughout the entire movie. That's pretty much what I prefer, but whatever. Legendary does seem to want to do things that were kind of already done in the Toho series, but at the same time do something original with it. Like, for example, they have Ghidorah, Rodan, and Mothra in King of the Monsters. They could have easily done a Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster remake, but instead they didn't, and they went with a 2-on-2 battle. For Godzilla 2014, they could have done like a, Godzilla 1954 approach, but instead they added in two monsters, the female Muto and male Muto. In this case, they could have done a remake, a remake pretty much of King Kong versus Godzilla, where Godzilla and Kong fight each other, and there's really no victor or anything of the sort, and there isn't really a team up. Well, in this movie, there's obviously going to be a victor, and the other little twist they decided to go with is to have a third monster, a main villain Godzilla and Kong have to team up against. It is new. We have never seen Godzilla and Kong team up. We've also never seen Mothra and Rodan ever fight, so that's pretty cool, I guess. But I know some of you are going to hate that concept. I don't necessarily hate it, as I already mentioned already. I don't mind it, to be completely honest. It's all good for me. If you're going to boycott the movie because of the team up, then well, do as you please. But that's what I believe will indeed be happening. I'm like 95% sure that there will be a team up, so there is that. So pretty sad news for all of you who do not want a team up. Again, it's not confirmed, okay? Michael Dougherty didn't outright say, oh, Godzilla vs. Kong will be a team up, or Adam Wingard say, oh, it is going to be a team up 100% for sure. But just all the facts basically conclude to that. So tell me in the comments below 3 things, if you want. First off, if you're opposed to the idea of a Godzilla vs. Kong team up, personally, as I already said, I don't mind it, but what do you guys think? Do you hate the idea? Do you not mind the idea like me? Are you actually in favor of the idea? Tell me in the comments below. Also, tell me, again, if you want, who do you think the villain will be in Godzilla vs. Kong if you do believe that there will be a team up? Do you think it's Mechagodzilla, as I do? Do you think it's Mecha King Ghidorah, a hybrid Ghidorah? Are you still a believer that Bagan is going to be the main villain? Tell me in the comments below. If it's Bagan, then please tell me in the comments below why do you think that, because I just cannot see that whatsoever. I don't know how someone can believe that, to be honest, but whatever. And also tell me what video suggestions you guys have, because so far it's been a dry spell when it comes to big Godzilla news, mainly for the Monsterverse. There hasn't been anything, so pretty unfortunate. Hopefully there is more news in the coming days, but whatever, that's fine, I guess. So tell me in the comments below, what do you guys want for videos? You want me to do like a review of some figure or something? I will be doing a video on if Godzilla is going to die in Godzilla vs. Kong, and if Godzilla will be the villain in Godzilla vs. Kong. Possibly. I'll possibly do a video on that, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, that's all for this video. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment. This is methlokaiju signing out.